Okay, I've had several people ask me, how do I make changes to the census record? If I'm looking at a census record, the actual image, and I notice that the name has been transcribed improperly, or they've even really messed up the last name altogether, it's not even recognizable. It could be an L with an underscore and maybe an exclamation point. It doesn't even make sense. It's not even in plain English. And you want to be able to correct that because researchers coming down the line ought to be able to search and find that same record that you stumbled on. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to do that. First, I'm going to go to one of my family trees, and I'm going to go to this ancestor, Claudius Camp. Click on him and bring up his profile. Okay, now that the profile is open, you can see I've done a lot of stuff already on this guy, and let's go to the 1880 census. Now if I just click on this, nothing happens except it draws lines to the different facts that the census record supports. So you have a line there going to an alternate birth in 1842 in Georgia. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you see the other line leads to a residence in 1880 in Marion, Alabama. Okay? But I want to look at the actual details. So I'm going to click on View. Not over here. If I click here, that's going to open the actual image of the census page. I don't want to look at the image. So click View. And here's the record. And you can see my Claudius Camp is listed as Clodey Camp, C-L-O-D-E-Y. Well, that's not right. His name was never Clodey, and they didn't call him Clodey. It was either Claudie or Claudius. You know, we always nickname our kids, shorten their first names, so I can see them calling him Claudie, but not Clodey. So how do I fix this? I want to view the record. So I go up here to this black box where it says View the Record. Be sure you click on that one. And then the record opens up. Now this record is related to the image over here. Notice there's an alternate, Claudie Camp. And notice if you hover over it, it says this value was member submitted. Click to see the details. If I click on that, it shows that I made this correction. William Lawler on 2/25/17, correction due to an error in transcription. And I changed it to Claudie Camp rather than Clodey Camp. Okay, I want to close that. Let's say there's more than just mine. I want to view and add alternate data or alternate information. Click here, and if 10 other people had submitted alternate info, they would all 10 be shown on this particular page or this pop-up. Right now there's only one contribution. I'm the one that made it. If I click on the name there, it takes you to my profile. Okay, we don't want to do that. But let's say that you don't believe it's Claudie Camp. Let's say you thought it was Clancy Camp, just for fun. Okay, so you can add your own. So you can go in there and say, okay, I'm going to put an alternate to Clodey. So click Name, and you can see all the other items that you can provide alternate information for. So click on Name, and then choose a reason. It's incorrect in the image. The census taker wrote it down wrong. They wrote down a nickname. You want to put the proper name. Or there's been a change in the person's name. Or it could be a maiden name. But let's just say it's an error in transcription. It really says Clancy on the image. And whoever, the volunteer that put the information here, you know, volunteer actually had to go in and look at this record and transcribe each of these labels. Marital status, spouse's name, Mary Ann with a 1 N. That's wrong. Anyway, they do the best they can. They don't know the people, they don't know what the names should be, and they just do the best they can with the poor handwriting often that they have to deal with. So anyway, I'm going to go into alternate information. I'm going to add my own, and I believe this person's name was Clancy. So I'm going to say there's an error in transcription, and right down here, this is the name that's actually been given by the transcriber, but I'm going to change it to Clancy, okay? Clancy Camp. I can then give an explanation why I know this to be true. I can say this was my grandfather. I knew him well. I know his name was Clancy. I've got a birth certificate to back it up. You can put anything you want, or you can leave it blank, okay? And then you click Submit Alternate. And then it submits this alternate information to the census record through Ancestry. Now what that means is, from now on, if someone searches for Claude Camp, they're going to get a hit on this. If they had just been searching for Claude and it comes up Clody, that they may or may not get a hit on this census record. So if you take the time to submit alternate information, you may increase the chances of someone else finding this census record and connecting with their ancestor or member of their family tree. And that's all there is to it. Hope this is helpful.